So this is the culmination of the leaves falling in the fall, the dirt, the grit, the grime, salt, mud, food, everything that has happened over the last few months. If you look at the other mat, it doesn't look too bad. This one looks horrible. So we're gonna see if we can get it cleaned up. By the way, this is 3D mat, not to be confused with 3W mats. This is 3D mats. These are the ones I use. I have them in this vehicle. I have them in my Santa Fe. And at some point, I'm gonna get them for the Grand Highlander 2. I like them a lot. They're not as, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not a rubber mat, but they're not as the WeatherTech mats. They're not as, you know, whatever you want to. I don't like the WeatherTech mats. Let's just put it like that. I don't really like the WeatherTech mats. This is somewhere in between. It's not rubber. It's not super hard plastic. It's kind of some type of material. I will find out what that is and report back. But let's pull this mat out here and get it cleaned up because it's nasty. All right, so the first layer of these mats is what they call a Max Spider, not Max Spider. It is a PET, polyethylene, something, and they have a U.S. patent for it. So you have the middle layer that obviously you can't see because they're very thin layers. It's an XPE, which is in cross-link polyethylene, and then on the top layer. So then you have your thermoplastic rubber, or TPR. So you have your PET, your XPE, and then your T. I already forgot all the three layers, but anyway, you get my point. So it is a plastic, but not your traditional plastic. Like I said, it's not super stiff, but it's not like your traditional flimsy rubber mat. So either way, we're going to spray on this Dawn stuff and work it in and see how that gets this mat clean, or if it does get the mat clean, we'll go from there. There's a lot of stuff in there. I think I even saw a fingernail in there. Don't ask. But we're going to go ahead and try to clean these using the pressure washer. Going to use my newer Ryobi pressure washer. So we're gonna use Dawn heavy duty power wash disc spray. Yes, that's what we're using. Why would we use that? And I also have this Chemical Guys matte brush. The bristles on here are pretty stiff. We're gonna use it because it's Dawn and it works on everything. You can use it on anything and everything. So we're gonna try it on these dirty mats. Yes, I know even the Chemical Guys have a product for cleaning mats, but this isn't your normal rubber mat or vinyl mat. Definitely get down in here where my feet are. Sorry, it's hard doing this and filming with one hand. All right, so that's how it's looking after we worked in the Dawn, and we're going to do the other mats over there. They're not as bad, but we'll go ahead and get those hooked up. So like I said, these aren't as dirty. This one's definitely not as dirty on the passenger side, so I went a little bit lighter on the Dawn foam. All right, so I went a little bit heavier on this side of the mat because this is the side that my son sits on with his dirty shoes and everything. So a little bit heavier on this side. We'll work that in. Not as much on this side. All right, we've got the mats pre-treated, and we are gonna go ahead and get the power washer ready. Excuse me, the pressure washer ready, and clean these up, see how it goes. You see right there's a little bit of a stain, or that little like line. I don't know what that is. I put some extra Dawn on there, try to work it out. I don't know if it's gum or what, but we'll see. So I'm going vertical this way and then horizontal because of the kind of cross pattern on here. I noticed when I did the first way and then I came back to do a touch-up, I could see there was soap when I was going this way, so that made me say, well, you know what, I might as well go ahead and do it vertically this way and then also do it this way to make sure we get all the soap. So you see that little whatever it was, gum or whatever, it's gone now because I had to get in there really close with the pressure washer to get it, but it looks like I got it. So I think you can see that is a extremely better looking mat than it was 10-15 minutes ago. So far I think the Dawn did a really good job. This is just kind of a reflection right here. But we're gonna let these dry. The sun's going away, or it's behind the clouds. So who knows how long it's gonna take to get this to dry. And we'll see once they're fully dry how they look. But I think it turned out pretty good so far. 3D mats. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. All right, so the mat for the back of the truck, the cab part of the truck, the Crew Max part, floor mat, looking pretty good. It's all dry, clean, no craziness. There's still some scuffs and stuff that are just, you know, gonna accumulate after time anyway, but in general, nice and clean, nice and dry. We'll fit it back in the truck, good to go. One more look, sitting in the back seat, nice and clean. Okay, all done, all set, all mats back in. You can see, nice and clean. There is a little bit of wear right here. You can see where the weave pattern like that, and then it's a little bit more kind of, not crushed, but just kind of pressed in a little bit. That's just where my heel rubs. You've got this extra protection pad right here. I think it probably takes a lot. You know, there have been floor mats where at some point people's heel kind of wears through the mat or the carpet. So I think it's gonna take a lot for that to happen here. But you know, in general, it's still clean, still doing what it's supposed to do, still fits in nice and snug, and looking pretty good. I'm excited. On the passenger side, same thing, very clean, goes right back in, 3D mats, and check it out. Anyway, there you go. I think these things look great, work great, easy to clean, and working out well. That's all I got for you. Let me know in the comments what type of mat you're using. Let me know, hit the like button if you like these, give them a try. Maybe I will contact 3D Mats and see if I can get some type of a discount code or something. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you as always, and I am out.